Welcome everybody to another episode of Latifs Inspired. Guess what guys, I am cooking the most popular national dish of Great Britain, which is chicken tikka masala. And this is not an Indian dish, Bangladeshi dish or a Pakistani dish. This is a contrast between that famous butter chicken and a dish that was invented for the British palate. Now the chicken tikka masala is a tomatoey sort of creamy based dish. It's quite sweet in flavour, very mild, very full-bodied, rich in flavour. So I'm going to be showing you the tips and tricks to make this amazing dish that when you cook it at home, your partner, your other half, your family or your guests will be just blown away by that sheer flavor of the dish. So today we're going to be making chicken tikka masala, and if you enjoy what I do guys, I appreciate a like. I also love the comment that you guys, and I try my utmost to reply to you guys as well. Now if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. This is the most honest and truthful recipes that you're going to get on the internet. Nothing pretentious, exactly what it says in the tin. That's how I like my food, and that's how I like my recipes to be cooked. And if for you guys, the amazing chefs at home, I've been getting the feedback that I'm getting is overwhelming and it's quite humbling, and I really appreciate it. So let's make this amazing chicken tikka masala. Here are some of my ingredients: the ginger and garlic, which I've got on the channel, tomato puree, which also I got on the channel. Now chicken tikka, I'm using one portion of chicken tikka. You'll have to get chicken tikka ready. So there you go, these are your ingredients, and we're going to be using some onions and tomatoes. Let's make this amazing dish. Beautiful. Now to start off with, just an onion, medium or small size is perfectly fine. Roughly just cut this up. Same with the tomato. Green chilies. So 3 tomatoes and 1 onion and green chilies going in. Garlic, ginger, a good tablespoon. Tomato puree. Let's use 3 tablespoons. Spices, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of ground Kashmiri chili powder. This is mild in flavour and it's amazing colour, that's why I'm using this. And ground coriander, 1 teaspoon. For flavour and fragrance, handful of coriander. Fresh coriander is always best. Beautiful. For flavour and richness, a handful of cashews. For seasoning, salt, so I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of salt. And lastly, about 2 tablespoons of oil, just cooking oil. This will help everything cook nicely. Just admiring all these amazing ingredients, look at that. Beautiful. Now we're going to need some boiling water. It's general mug. 1, 2. You can feed a family of 3 to 4 easily. Now let's turn the gas on. Bismillah. Now we're going to let this boil for a good half an hour to 45 minutes until everything's soft and tender. Then it's ready for us to blitz. If you use boiling water, it just makes the process a bit quicker. Just a quick little tip guys, I'm cooking it on a sort of medium gas, and if it becomes nice and thick like this, which is what I want, however I'm just going to add a drizzle bit more water. So about a cup of water, and just put the gas up slightly just to soften up the onions. So please don't feel free to add a bit of water if you wish, if it's too thick. We want a nice refreshing flavour. Now I don't want the onions or the tomatoes to stick at the bottom and creates a bitter taste. We want proper, fresh, vibrant flavours. Beautiful. Amazing home chefs. Good 30 minutes. Now you could, from the start you could have used 3 mugfuls of water. However, I thought 2 mugfuls would have been fine, but I did put it on a very high gas, so I introduced a bit more water. So turn the gas off, let this cool down, and then blitz it with a stick blender or stick it in a blender and just until it's smooth consistency. Beautiful. Voila, lovely consistency. Now let's start making the actual curry. Bismillah. 2 tablespoons of pure ghee. When the ghee is nice and melted, we're going to be adding 1 tablespoon of ground almond powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 portion of chicken tikka. So reduce the gas to a low, and we're going to be toasting this in the ghee. Now you can add a bit of red colouring if you wish, however this is how it should be. Add about 2 cups of this amazing gravy. I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. I'm also going to be adding some cream. Look at that, beautiful. That's just about half a cup of cream. There you go. So no food colouring, a proper chicken tikka masala. Now let that come to a sort of that custard consistency, let that simmer for a while. Amazing home chefs, there you go. Now when you see it's red in the restaurant, it's because they use a lot of food colouring, as we do in the restaurant as well. However, this, you get all those flavours, the natural flavours, but not food colouring, and you're going to enjoy this. So now when it's custard consistency, the oil is separating, beautiful. Now it's ready to dish up. Fantastic. Turn the gas off. Beautiful. Voila, homemade chicken tikka masala, beautiful dish, better than Indian restaurants. So you've got to try this amazing recipe. If you like what I do, make sure to like, share and subscribe first and foremost, and enjoy these amazing dishes at home. Beautiful. Beautiful, look at that. Chicken tikka masala. You can cook this at home. Now let's give this a taste. The sauce is nice and thick, and it should be creamy, velvety, using those yogurt and the cream and those cashews, almond and the amazing ghee. As always, bismillah. Yeah, that hits all the notes. That creamy, velvety flavour. That sauce, you can just dip it in naan bread and just yum it up. Proper thick flavour with those ground almonds. And let's try the chicken. Wow. Look at that. Steam coming from the chicken. Beautiful. Chicken. Absolutely gorgeous. When you got that marinated chicken tikka, as you know, chicken tikka, you can eat that on its own. When it's added to this curry, this is why this is the top selling curry, and it's like a gateway into Indian food. If you haven't had curry before, normally you start with the chicken tikka masala. It's got the balance of all the spices, how I've made it. It's not overpowering. If you don't like it hot, just stay away from the green chilies. I added the green chilies because of that flavour and that fragrance. Added 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and with that gravy, as I said, you can make about 3 or 4 portions of this. This is wonderful. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. See you soon for the next one. And remember to like, share and subscribe. See you soon for the next one. Shush.